Massachusetts Broadcaster's Station of the Year. This is Western Mass News at 6 p.m.
Springfield police have released the body cam footage from an officer-involved shooting in August. Good Wednesday evening, everyone. Thanks for joining us for Western Mass News at 6. I'm Chris Pisano.
And I'm Beth Ward. Western Mass News reporter Lindsay Kane is live in Springfield with the very latest. Lindsay?
Chris and Beth, police say back on August 16th, a drag racer tried to run over a Springfield officer.
Stop the car! Stop the car! You're driving!
Police say around 1:20 that morning, an officer tried to pull over a car that was speeding on Main Street, but that car refused to stop. They say the car was spotted in an effort to stop illegal drag racing in the city. After several attempts to pull over the driver, the car speeds up directly in front of the officer. You can see and hear the officer firing one shot. The car then takes a sharp turn around the corner and speeds off.
Shots fired. The car took off on me. Almost struck me. Drove right at me. Took off towards Bernie. Don't have any sight of the car at all.
Spokesperson for the Springfield Police Department, Ryan Walsh, says the officer hit the windshield of the car, but not the driver, who was later identified as 25-year-old Nathan LeBlanc of Chicopee. He was arrested the next day on a number of charges. Walsh tells Western Mass News in a statement, the footage shows how police officers are often forced to make split-second decisions about the amount of force needed to effect an arrest while operating under tense, dangerous, and rapidly changing circumstances. The incident remains under investigation by the Springfield Detectives Bureau and the Internal Investigations Unit. Live in Springfield, Lindsay Kane, Western Mass News.
Lindsay, thank you for that live report. 2 Springfield City Council seats could become vacant in the very near future.
Well, that's because Orlando Ramos and Adam Gomez both won their races in the primary election.
And Western Mass News reporter Sarah Granelli spoke with the Springfield City Clerk about what happens now, and she joins us live with the very latest. Sarah?
Beth, Chris, Ramos and Gomez may have to decide come November if they would like to stay on the Springfield City Council. 2 city councilors coming out on top after Tuesday's primary election in Massachusetts. City Councilor Orlando Ramos defeating 2 challengers to be the state representative in the 9th Hampden District. And fellow City Councilor Adam Gomez beating incumbent Senator Jim Welch for State Senate. Both are unopposed in November. Western Mass News spoke with Gladys Oyola Lopez, the election commissioner for the city of Springfield, about how the city council would be impacted after Election Day.
They would have a period where they would accept resumes or applications for anyone who wants to serve, and then they would meet as a body and vote on one individual. For these particular seats, it has to be someone that resides in each of the respective wards, Ward 1 and Ward 8.
Normally, if a city councilor resigns, their position would go to their opponent. However, during the election for city councilor in 2019, both Gomez and Ramos ran unopposed. If either city councilor decides to resign, the next course of action would be up to the city council itself to decide who will finish out the term until December 2021.
They would have a period where they would accept resumes or applications for anyone who wants to serve, and then they would meet as a body and vote on one individual. For these particular seats, it has to be someone that resides in each of the respective wards, Ward 1 and Ward 8.
Western Mass News spoke with Ramos, who says he's excited about his primary results. As for his seat in City Council, he says he's not sure he will give it up.
I haven't decided that yet. I want to have that conversation with my constituents and see what's the best decision moving forward. I do still have a lot of unfinished business on the council that I want to resolve.
We reached out to Gomez for a comment. We have not heard back. Live in Springfield, I'm Sarah Granelli for Western Mass News.
Sarah, thank you. Mandatory face coverings, even on the bike trail.
And all public buildings ordered to stay closed through the end of the year, including schools. East Hampton's mayor has taken a strict stance on COVID-19 protections.
Western Mass News reporter Leon Purvis is live in East Hampton with how these local mandates are working out. Leon?
Beth, Chris, when bikers bike up and down this trail, they must wear face covering. It's a safety precaution to contain the spread of coronavirus. But one biker says if no one is around him, why does he need a mask?
I understand it. We're supposed to, be wearing our masks to protect ourselves, others, and all from getting it. But, we're outside.
Edward Hing tells Western Mass News he bikes on the rail trail often. He says for him to ride fast, sweat, and huff and puff in the mask, it makes it difficult to keep it on.
When I'm down the far end, there's nobody there for a mile, and I'm on a road bike, really trying to get some exercise. It's a little rough to have the mask on.
But the mayor of East Hampton, Nicole LaChapelle, says wearing a mask on a bike can be done.
To wear a mask and to bike is really saving someone's life and keeping their health in good standing, and you'll never know. And that warms my heart, and hopefully it sticks in their head.
The East Hampton Health Department says they have not yet issued a fine for someone not wearing a mask, and they don't plan to go around handing people tickets for not having one. Instead, they plan to educate.
So instead of ticketing or writing down warnings, stuff like that, we'd rather give a mask out to somebody.
East Hampton Mayor LaChapelle has an order in place for all public and school buildings to be closed until December 31st. She tells Western Mass News why she made that order.
It's very easy to say we're doing well, so why not do in-person or hybrid, when the buildings are just big question marks of what they can handle as far as air circulation and keeping people safe. So it's really a non-starter for me.
One East Hampton mom understands why Mayor LaChapelle made this decision, but now that mother has to prepare to work from home and take care of her kids who all have different needs.
Now I have to be a homeschooler, a daycare provider, a special needs associate. There's a lot going on in our home now, so it's frustrating. But again, there was no ideal choice in my mind.
Mayor LaChapelle adds she is open to kids going to a hybrid model in October or November, only if the number of cases in the city go down and the scientists and medical experts give the green light to do so. Live in East Hampton, Leon Purvis, Western Mass News.
Leon, thank you for that report. And for more coverage on the coronavirus emergency as it develops, log on to our free Western Mass News streaming app.
Well, lots of clouds out there at this hour. You can see mainly cloudy skies here in Springfield. Temperatures in the upper 60s. Unofficially, we did get to 70 just a little while ago at Westover Air Reserve Base, but that is below where we should be for this time of year. We're not done with the precipitation either. While right now it's mainly just cloudy skies, could see some additional showers coming in here a bit later on tonight. Right now, 70 in Pittsfield, 69 Springfield, 73 Hartford, 77 currently in New Haven. Dew points continuing to climb. Dew point now 69 here in Springfield. Also a dew point of 69 in Hartford. Dew points in the lower 70s down along the Connecticut shoreline. Will be a mild, muggy evening. These dew points briefly drop tomorrow morning before they start to climb again as we head on into tomorrow afternoon. Satellite and radar, you can see lots of clouds out there. Could still be a little bit of mist and drizzle out there, but the cold front that will bring an additional shower threat is off to our west. That will move through during the late evening and into the overnight. So the shower thunderstorm threat will begin to pick back up a bit later on. So as we head on into tonight, temperature is going to be in the mid to upper 60s. Some fog also possible, and have to watch for that threat for a shower or storm during the late evening. Tomorrow, looks like it's going to feel a little bit more like summer around here with temperatures getting back into the mid 80s